Alright, so the character I chose for this assignment was Walter White, and my main focus of my revisions was mainly revolved around just delving deeper into the psyche of the character and also analyzing each song more than I did in my first draft. And I chose Walter White just because he's such a complex character and it's such a dynamic character that he changes throughout the story, so I figured that would be good to analyze all his complexities. And so I start off here by just introducing the character and introducing the series and everything about him without providing too much detail and getting into plot summary. I try to just give the basic information about how he gets diagnosed with cancer and then how this leads to his whole outlook on life changing himself and leading to him selling drugs and eventually being caught up in greed and leading to his downfall. And my outline is pretty consistent throughout this project. I started off like on each thing. I have here is a little different because it's a start. I have the name in bolded with the description and a picture, and then after each song, I have the name of the song in bolded with a picture and an analysis of each song in the second paragraph, with the first paragraph describing what's going on with Walt at the time in the series, and then the song embedded in after. As you can see, I repeated that organization throughout. And so the first song I chose was Moonlight Sonata by Beethoven, and this was just to describe Walter's just mundane life in the beginning of the story. He's just an average, mild-mannered man, just living your typical life of a suburbia dad as a high school teacher. Just nothing too exceptional or exciting. And I included more analysis the second time around with analyzing more into like the lack of lyrics and the calming piano of this sonata with to establish the soothing tone. And then next, I went to the 10 Crack Commandments by Biggie Smalls. And this was good because the first time around, I focused a little too much on the lyrics of the song, I think. But however, this time around, I focused also on the lyrics, but also on just analyzing the song more. So I described the instruments used, the rapping speed, etc. So again, for this one, in the beginning, I included a description of what's going on in the story as Walt is becoming more and more familiar with the drug trade and is becoming highly successful due to his chemistry knowledge. And then I included the analysis of the song here with how the fast, upbeat tone of the song and the lyrics and that and the loud, fast beat is just symbolic of him living the fast life and everything going right. He's making money and all that. And here again is the song embedded. And then next, I included Mo Money, Mo Problems by Biggie Smalls. And now, same thing with this one. The first time around, I focused a little too much on the lyrics. This time, I tried to include analysis of the lyrics, but also analysis of the song in general. And here I describe how now he's beginning to experience these problems that come along with all this money that he's created, whether it's the fear of getting caught by the police, the enemies he's created in the drug trade business, etc. And again, this analysis, I really think this song fits because it has an upbeat, happy tone, which symbolizes like his success in the drug trade and all the money he's making. But however, this in combination with the lyrics, such as like the more money we come across, the more problems we see, really show how it comes hand in hand. Like he's happy he's making all this money, but also all these problems are starting to arise, such as with his family and, like I said, with all these enemies he's creating. Now, the next song I used was "Power" by Kanye West, and this song um, this song really represented Walt when he was becoming more and more involved in the drug business, and it kind of became part of his like personality, and it kind of became part of his manhood as like he became obsessed with just the power and the pride he was getting from being so successful and just having power over other people, as he really wasn't used to that, as really he'd been getting like stepped over his whole life. So I included analysis of this song, similar with the fast-paced, upbeat rhythm and tone established by the constant clapping in the background and that, and then also some lyrics like "No one man should have all this power." Obviously, that fits perfect. Then the next song I used was "The Scientist" by Coldplay, and this is a big switch up from the previous three songs, which are all rap songs, and this song returns to a slow song, and this is because as the fast life that Walt was living is starting to like crash down on him, as all the problems are really starting to mount, as he is beginning to separate from his family. Him and his wife are divorced. His son hates him now. So that's why I used a slower song with a somber tone. And again, not only does the tone and just the overall feel of the music fit, but also the lyrics, such as "Tell you I'm sorry, nobody said it's easy, and it's such a shame for us to part," and again included the song. And then for my last song, I included "Isolation" by John Lennon, and this is another slow song, as now, towards the end of the series, Walt is living in isolation by himself in New Hampshire, and without any family, any friends, anything, just living by himself in the snow. As you can see, he grew out a beard. He just has nothing now, and that's why I included this song, as it has a depressing tone and it repeats the word isolation and all that, which is just exactly how Walt was feeling. So overall, I think this assignment went pretty well. I definitely improved a lot, I think, from my first draft, as I didn't realize how much I should have focused on the analysis of the music and more focused on the lyrics, and just like I was more focused on plot summary. But the second time around, I really got into the psyche of the character, and really analyzed the music and why I chose those songs and why they fit beyond just the surface of the lyrics. And overall, as an assignment, I would say I like this assignment. It was definitely challenging because it forced me to think in a different way than I ever have, as I'm so used to just the typical read a story, uh, make an analysis in my head, and then regurgitate information by just writing down an essay and then just being done with it. But this really, I like how it was an ongoing process with the first draft, constantly thinking of songs, constantly thinking of better analysis, changing songs, all that. I really like that, and just in general, just the idea of a playlist instead of an essay really just switched it up, and I really like that, and just caused me to think differently about it. And overall, I think it went pretty well.